next episode of From Setback to Comeback. And this time we have Mr. Sheel Kumar, the producer, successful producer of amazing movies like Pink, Gulabo Sitabo. Then we have Madras Cafe, and I think the list is endless. Before that, let me share with you exactly the work that he has done. So sharing a screen with you. Okay, so it's taking some time to load. 1 second. I'll start with questions and get ahead later on. So, sir, um, sir, do I have you on screen, sir?
Yes, you can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm there. Hello?
I can hear you. Definitely hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sir, tell me something because it's been very difficult to get you on social media.
Yeah.
And
So, firstly, thanks
sir,
for calling me. Ma'am, please don't call me sir. Firstly, you can call me Sheel. That's absolutely fine because that's absolutely fine with me. And so, yeah, I have not. I try to keep myself away from as much as social media and I try to be more social to people rather. I prefer that way, to be very honest.
yes.
And yeah, so I have not been on social media throughout my life.
Oh, wow.
It was yeah, so I try to maintain that way, and I like to meet people, talk people, interact with them because social media is very nice for the today generation. I don't disagree. I'm very technical. I understand the meaning of it same time, but same time it takes you too much away from the actual social interactions, which I believe more in, where you can interact, learn about more people, more characters. See, that's how a filmmaking is all about: knowing more people, visiting more places, and knowing more people in person.
Exactly. But then now when I wanted to know you, I couldn't find anything on you. So now I want you to tell me, actually share your journey to becoming a producer.
Oh, so basically, let me tell you, and I'll take a minute to explain what my life is all about. So I come from a family of doctors. My grandfather was a doctor, and he practiced in till year 1920. I think so. No, till 1930 he practiced, and then my father is a doctor. He also practiced till 10 years back. My brother is a doctor, and I have to also become a doctor as the lineage has to be carried on. And then I graduated as MBBS doctor. I did my internship in Delhi in Safdarjung Hospital, and but that was not the calling card for me. The calling card was always like fair enough. My family, my everyone, that you should study. That's very important. That's very important. But the time when I passed out, it was year 90s, and that time there was not so much of diversifications. That no so outlets was very less. So you have to study, get graduate in some of the degrees or something, and then pursue the career. And today, if you see lots of my batchmates and of my generation, people who have studied engineering, IIT, whatever they have done, and they have gone into some other spray of life. Today in the film industry, also, if you see lots of people who are there have been coming from different aspects of life they come from.
Yes.
So my journey has been that I completed my graduation in medical, and then I was in a pharma company doing something there, ran a pharmaceutical company. But this was always not the calling card. And finally, then I got in 1998, I think so. I came to Mumbai to start the pharma thing. And by 2000, I came into the grip of And I had some passion for writing, some understanding of writing, understanding creativity, and all those things together combined in it. Yeah, so that's my long and short journey.
Journey, sir, from a family of sisters, daughters of company, then coming into movies. So that's like,
Yeah.
it can be different at different points. So I think students from here, you can take a lesson that any time of life you can change your profession. So, sir, tell me exactly now because we're not actually from the entertainment industry. What's the
Yeah.
contribution of a film producer in the making of a film?
So, firstly, it's very very important that I would like to tell everyone and on this platform that producer doesn't mean getting the money. Producer means actually a guy or a person who assembles everything together and makes it happen. And money is the last thing which comes into the game, to be very honest. Because if you know your skill, and if you can set up a film together, getting that right script to the right director, to the right talent, to the right all the other paraphernalias of the product, and keeping in the right price. That's what a producer is all about. The money will follow you then. Now coming back to uh, the core question of the how one finds the script or what does it do. It's just a long drawn process. It's a long drawn process. So how we call it, like in my life, I might make another 10 movies more. So it's very difficult. It's a long process. Like every film takes me, like I'm making a film right now called Sardar Udham Singh, which has taken around about mine 5 years till now, and still it's in the process. So it takes time. It takes time. So it's like it takes lots of time and effort to get it together. Yeah.
So look at the movies that you made. You made a Jism, you made a Madras Cafe, you made a Wiki Donor, and a Pink.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
actually evaluate a script and decide that this is worth producing? What makes you click?
Oh, that's another point which I would like to say. See what happens. Like if you see you all might have seen this point. Like when there's a comedy movie is coming, there's a flow of comedy movie coming in. Then there's action movie coming. There's lots of action movie coming in back to back. So people try to copy the success of other one. Never do that. Never try to copy the success of other one. You have to break the path, because what is happening today will not happen tomorrow. So I have been lucky enough, and I can say I have understood that the whole situation, that I've always broken the path. Like when there was not any black posters, my first film was with a black poster. So I have always broken that myth of like, and when a hero is the only on the poster, I made differently. I'm like, okay, let's try this. What will happen? And that path breaking steps have always helped me. Like Wiki Donor as a film was a taboo in the society, or you can say whatever, a topic which is not talked about. Somehow I took that challenge with my partners and support system, and it really turned out to be right. And same time, Madras Cafe, if you see, that the script took around about not less than 10 years to really become a film and to come on the screen. But every time has been a challenging situation to really get it on. Now, going back to a film called October, which didn't perform very well on the box office, but which is very close to me, the film itself. And very few people have seen it because it's a slow film. Varun Dhawan is an actor. People want to see him in a different role. But actors also want a film like that, to be very honest. They want something which has got a role to be played. And so October is again like it's a full hospital setup, and I've been, and that's hospital that where I shot is my friend's hospital only. So every time you have to try. You can't keep seeing what the next one is doing and doing the same thing. That's the very summary of it, and that's how you get new products and new films.
So, sir, now how does a profit or a loss of a film impact you? I mean, how do you?
Oh. To be very honest, Kavita ma'am, I will tell you very honestly, it's not the commercial aspect which is definitely there, but it's more of a success of one film gives you a chance to make another 3 films or 5 films as a producer. If you the success of a film or success of any this project gives you more energy and more situation to make more films, good films about it. That's it. Commercial, definitely, there is a loss, there is a profit because you are in a business. Then it's a business. But if you're, I will say only one line here right now. There's not a single film which is a flop film. Is the commerce of the film was wrong. The numbers were wrong. If any film has done made in a right budget, can never flop.
Okay.
So it's very simple. Like if you have made a film and you know that this is a very film which has to be made in a X amount, and you make that film, there's a X amount of audience which will watch it, and you will get your money back. When you go into a zone where it's extravagance starts to happen, I keep adding on, and you're not sure about what you're making, then only you lose money. To be very honest, this is my experience which I'm sharing.
Okay. So, sir, now, I mean, with COVID coming in, how has it impacted your films?
Oh, so I will tell you, I have always taken any challenge in a two-way. So as opportunity, also you can see a challenge coming in sometimes. COVID has been really bad situation for everyone, not for me, for the whole industry, for every aspect of industry, rather from education, everyone. So whenever I have seen this sort of situation in my life multiple times, like when you are doing on a floor, didn't want to rain, but the rain has happened today and on the shoot day, and what you will do? And, like situations keep happening, which you don't know. There was no on the weather forecast that there's going to be rain or there's going to be snow, and things happen sometimes. So you have to be very immediate responding to the situation. Now this happened. Now then, I'm the trendsetter right now to get on the OTT as the first film. Now people are following me.
Yes.
So you have to take the stance. People will think what, but if you show, don't think about the others. Just think the right way. People needed entertainment that point of time. Because certain section might be always opposing you from your decision to take it ahead. But you have to take your call. You have to take your call. And that's it.
You had a big film with Amitabh Bachchan and Ayushmann, Gulabo Sitabo, and you had to bring it to. So did you recover? Was it for your money, or I mean, success-wise compared to a multiplex?
See, that's very valid question. See, a feature film, when we call cinema means cinema hall eventually. That experience why we make films. And I have made TV series also. I have made lots of web series, everything I have made in my life. But when you call cinema, you mean cinema. And that definitely the experience of going together with a family and everything together, that's something, the aspect is missing. And which is like missing in our whole social system right now. But same time, I wanted to give a certain amount of happiness to the people who in this situation of COVID and everything. And this was the best way possible to give them, and to at least 2 hours of Gulabo Sitabo, which can take them to experience. Sorry?
Yeah. It's totally different because when you see Amitabh Bachchan in a totally different avatar.
So if you see Pink also, he is in a different avatar, and he's doing some more projects with me and with together, and so we make sure that's what I told you. We don't want that to repeat the same thing. People repeat sometimes. We try to, and he also loves to explore. By the way, he loves to explore.
Yeah. So currently, I was just going through the all the news. Your industry is looking at around something like a 5,000 crore loss. So what is your future for this industry?
So to be very honest, this number of 5,000 or 7,000, I don't know, to be very honest, because there's no evaluation which can be done right now. The damages is still going on. The process is on. Like for example, when you talked about of going on OTT platform as Gulabo Sitabo, or people have been holding back, there's a cost of money. There are lots of things which is still incurring every day. There are lots of cinema halls which are closing down. So there is a bad situation overall. So I can't say the number precisely because the number is still going on, but might be more. I don't know, because the whole industry is more than 20,000 crore.
Yeah.
So in that way, this is on. But my only thing is that I feel bad, and I try to help also in the situation whether single cinema owners or the multiplexes or the guys who work there. That's one of the reason why my one film releasing has been a path breaking on the OTT, but for sure it has given at least thousands of families the benefit of it getting the money to their home, which is not happening with the films which has not released till now. But simultaneously now things are happening. I'm so happy that cinemas are opening and all over world things are starting to move ahead. So numbers I can't tell. And honestly, this is not something which I have got in my hand. And yes, it's something like that, 5,000 or something more than that. But it will be more clear in some time.
Yeah, definitely. So, sir, tell me from your end, which film of yours is dearest to your heart and why?
So yeah, I will tell you, all my hits and flops, all are tears to me, to be very honest, because I have always made it with the full passion. Some has worked, some has not worked. And I have always loved those more which has not worked because they make me sure to the next film has to work in a right way. What I went wrong, where I went wrong. And sometimes we indulge too much in some projects. And so definitely when you indulge too much and it doesn't work, so you get more close to that. Why it didn't work?
Exactly.
So
So, now,
yeah.
Sardar movie that you're making right now.
So that is Sardar Udham Singh. Sardar Udham Singh is a movie which is starcast is Vicky Kaushal, the guy from Uri, the Uri movie. Vicky Kaushal is the lead actor, and this is the guy who basically, if you remember the Jallianwala Bagh incident with 1919, which happened, and this guy Sardar Udham Singh is the guy who went to London and killed General Dyer in the Caxton Hall, and he could have. This is the biopic on Sardar Udham Singh. So
Okay.
I think so lots of people don't know about the story, but the story is really really nice because it gave us 20 years of life to just chase one point and make sure that he takes his revenge. Now, he could have gone and killed in a house, but he made the point that it should not look like an Indian guy has gone and killed someone. He wanted to make the point of going to the Caxton Hall and doing it in the forum. That's the biopic. That's the biopic.
Okay. So, sir, tell me, every movie of yours has carried a very strong message. So, what are you actually trying to communicate with the audience through your films? And do you see the impact happening?
See, I can tell you a couple of things like it. Pink was a very difficult movie for me, to be very honest. There have been lots of difficult movies which I have attempted and gathered money somehow, get 4 partners, 5 partners to get the story out. And there were lots of hilarious incidences which has happened with me. People have not seen the movie before. The investors have not seen the movie sometimes. And once it is hit, then it's their movie. And lots of things keep happening in our own work. So yeah, so point which I want to say, Kavita ma'am, is very simple. Like the movies which I'm making should make my next generation proud of it, firstly, and they should be getting some thought process. Like no means no is a very important line which gave the Pink, and to be very honest, Vicky Donor has given some also very interesting aspect of the life. Even October has given. So yes, I want to have some meaningful movies, and I have made some unmeaningful movies in between. I left the industry for 4 years. I took a hibernation. Well, let me go back, sit, understand. I'm going wrong somewhere. You have to always go in hibernation sometimes to get back in the groove back again. Yeah, so it doesn't happen. So definitely, I want that every film has got some meaning. Because you're giving you 2 hours of your life, and if you come out of after 2 hours and you think what I saw, then it doesn't make sense for me. It should go back with you while you're going back home. That's
Yes.
my whole point. Yeah.
Movies have really touched. I mean, the no word that is said in Pink, no means no.
Yeah.
I think every woman associates themselves with it. It's
Yes.
like,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
something like that. So, sir, today, if you see the current generation, very
Yeah.
technologically savvy. It
Yeah.
faces new challenges like climate change, social media ups and downs, and much more. At the same
Yeah.
time, they're ties to experiencing instant rewards and gratification. Now, what kind
Mhm.
of films will work for them in the future, and why do you think so?
Uh, I didn't get the right question, Kavita ma'am. Again, can you just say the last line because the audio was not clear.
So the current generation right now, sir, is very technologically savvy. It faces a
Yeah.
lot of novel challenges like social media, climate change. They've got used to instant gratification. Instant.
Hmm.
So, I mean, the kind of films that work with us. Now, what kind of films are going to work with these people in the future? And why do you feel so? Because today's children,
That, no. So see, as a human, we are the same human. So the time has changed, but I like, you know why sorry, I'm going a bit diverting my topic. My son studies in your school, and I'm so happy for that. I'm very proud of your school, and like, honestly, I love your school. The reason is that I want the upbringing to be from the grassroots, and which is very good at your school. Sorry, I'm just trying to say that is I love the way how you people take care of the kids, and my kid is very small, is just in the, but he could have gone in abroad and studied somewhere. You know, anyone can study anywhere today in this world, but it's more important the upbringing first of the child. Now going back to the what they should watch, what should, it's more on the individual. It's more on the individual firstly, not on the that the whole youth is listening to one music, or they are listening to, or they're watching one game, or it's very different. So my point is that they will discover their own movies by making their own movies firstly. They will make their own movie first, which they will watch like and not. Because today we become redundant as a movie makers after some time. We have to also re-engage ourselves, reinvent ourselves. So if you see my first movie and my last movie, there will be lots of difference because we keep discovering ourselves. And sometimes we think that we understand youth. No, we never understand youth, or we never understand the next generation. Like how last generation was not understanding us sometimes. So, so that difference is going to be there. So we have to handhold them and give the key to them to make the new process, new movie, and new stories. It has to be told by them only. We have to stop one day. That's why I told you, so that I might make another 10 movies more, and that's it. Yeah. But those catalogs should be remembered. Yeah.
We definitely look forward to the movies. And my last question before I give it to the students, sir, who is your inspiration?
Oh, so to be very honest, I come from a very middle class family, and my inspiration has been always mom and dad and my family. To be very honest, and very supportive to me. And I tell everyone the same thing. See, we don't see lots of things outside house, but there are lots of things inside your own family which you can take it from there. And we always try to see the next door, rather is there. So inspiration is there inside your family. And everyone who works with you and lives with you, there's inspiration. So I have taken it from my family, to be very honest.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you. And now I would like to hand over to the students. Miss Manisha and Miss Joyce, please have the students unmute themselves and ask questions to sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We have got our students, sir. These students will be questioning certain questions they have in mind when they heard of you. So I'll hand over the mic to them one by one. Alicia,
Sure.
will you please put on your video to ask question?
Yeah. Hi, Kalista. It's Kalista, right?
Yes.
Hello, Kalista. Can you hear me? Am I audible? So,
Alicia, we can't hear you. We'll come back to her. Ananya, I'm unmuting you.
Good morning, sir.
good morning, Ananya.
So now after the pandemic, which films would you prefer to take of a small budget like up to 5 crores or a larger budget like 25 crores?
So again, I will tell you, Ananya, that I replied this question to Kavita ma'am also, and I'm repeating myself. The commerce doesn't come in the picture of the numbers. Number doesn't work, to be very honest, because that is very subjective matter on the type of film what you're making. Because budget is required for making a film. A film can be made in 1 crore also, and it can be made in 100 crore. The most important thing is the story telling. Cinema is a storytelling medium. So money goes in the paraphernalias and what you want to show. So it depends. Like it's an action movie, then you need lots of money to do that. But if it's a normal storytelling story, which you can see in a four walls, it becomes very cost effective same time. And so there's nothing as such like 5 crore or 25 crore, to be very honest. But we'll be doing it as per the story requires and as per the audience. Yeah.
Okay, sir. And where do you prefer to release the films, in OTT, multiplex, or single screening?
No, so I repeat myself that cinema means cinema hall, and definitely cinema hall. That is the whole thing. Why we make feature films or cinema. It's a situation which has got to a situation where we have gone to a different medium to release it, and it has at least got to the audience. Otherwise, I would have been sitting with it right now. So certain films, when you make, it has to reach to the audience at the right time. You can't keep holding back something which you have made.
Yes, yes.
And the OTT platform is also a medium to make it reach to the audience. It's one of the mediums. So I use that for the Gulab Sitabu.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alicia, you are on unmute. You may unmute yourself now.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Calista.
Yeah, hi. I just had a question for you. Going forward, even after the COVID-19 pandemic is over, do you think it'll be more common for films to be released over an online platform?
So there has always been a system of coexistence in this our industry. Okay, so if you see in till 80s there was no VCR, which was VHS cassettes used to be there. I don't know if people know it or not. Then the video parlor started, and then VCR and all those things started, and DVD came. So revolution, every time technology keeps changing, but we always coexist with each other. Eventually, primarily, a cinema hall and cinema. That's the basic line which I will say. Cinema is made for cinema halls. And coexistence with every other platform has been a very natural for last 30, 40 years, if you see that way, from VHS. And that time also people started to say that cinema hall will close now because now everyone will watch in a video cassette, and then the DVD. And then the TV satellite unit came in. Then when the satellite started, Sun Channel started, then there was another issue which happened that the movies are now coming on a satellite. Who will go to cinema hall? So primarily, leave the fear factor, and we are all going to coexist the way.
Right.
And the reach will increase now. Now the best part I will tell you is that my movies are reaching to the part of the world which I never thought. Like I'm getting calls from Italy to Lithuania to people like is reaching. The reach has increased.
Right.
Today you are watching Narcos. People are watching. We are consuming lots of internet contents and like digital content. So reach has increased. The audience has increased.
Yeah.
And so it's not going to close down or something. It's going to coexist with each other.
Well, yeah. As a producer, do you already have a certain star cast in mind according to the particular roles, and how do you approach the casting?
So it's very reverse what we work. See, I hear your question, and it's a very valid question what you're asking. There are different producers and different mindset of people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have got actor in his mind, and they make a film around the actor.
Okay.
But I have not done that till date, to be very honest. Because if you see my movies list, lots of new actors have launched that. Like lots of new actors. Like my first film was where as a producer, I launched myself, and as an actor, John Abraham launched himself. So we both launched in the same movie. So
Okay.
So Ayushmann Khurrana, if you see that way, and then there's Irfan as a hero. He did a film with me. Then there are lots of people. So anyway, my point which I was trying to make here is that no. First, the most important thing which where people go wrong by taking an actor in the mind and then taking a film around. It might go wrong. But if you've got a right subject and it's a subject which requires someone there,
Right.
that will be that's the way to walk. That's the way to work. That's the way to work. The work is very simple. You have a clear script in your mind, and then you can add value. The actors comes and add the value by their performance.
Right.
And sometimes it goes wrong, drastically wrong. If you have got people with a big they are superstars, and the film doesn't require a superstar. And if you take a superstar, the film will not work because the audience want to see the actor as they have perceived in their mind. They don't want to see the change reversal or something. Like in the very small example, like a movie called October, and people were thinking Varun Dhawan is now like going to be singing around the trees and all. I don't make movies like singing around the trees, to be very honest. I'm not against that. I'm not against that, but somehow that's not me right now. I might make one of the days. So that went wrong. That went wrong. So,
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Take care.
Keegan, you are on.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So now that during the
Keegan.
lockdown, yes, sir, me.
Yeah,
Keegan, please
I
put
can-
on your
My question
video.
is, sir,
Yeah, video's on. I can see him
it's on
somehow.
actually.
Okay.
I can see Keegan. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
My
Fine, sir.
question to you is that now that during the lockdown, homeschooling has become really popular. So is
Yeah.
it preferable that people who want to get into this go via a film school or be self-taught? Because many people in this industry have come from both the ways and have been successful. So how do we know which path to go?
First and foremost, you see, basically any education. See, again, I was just replying to last question was, did you hear my last answer? Like the medium keep changing,
Yes, I did.
but the basic remains the same. The education will remain the same. Is it online or offline or the way? But filmmaking is a practical medium. You have to go on the ground. You have to go on the ground and make a film today or tomorrow, whenever. You can get the education or the knowledge base via digital medium or via internet or whichever way. But the basic thing when it comes to like your making of process, it has to be on the floor, and you have to go on the floor at that point of time. So yeah. So to answer your question, if you want to get the basic informations or the education about the making of film, you can go for online or offline. That's not the issue, but you have to be very clear why you want it. Do you want to do that? The question is that, because today a guy who is studying medical in a medical college can only go till a limit on online education. It has to go eventually on the patient, or it has to go in the practical way. Similarly for the filmmaking goal is applied the same way. So my answer to you is that firstly, if it's the question is for you, Keegan, then you want to make a filmmaker. You want to become a filmmaker first. That's the most important point.
It's an option, sir. It's out there.
So don't look it as an option right now. But I'm saying that the moment you are clear, then you will find a way how to get the education. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, King.
Angel Sharma, you are on.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Sorry,
I can't see. What's
yes,
the
sir.
name?
Can you see me?
No. What's your name? Angel. No. Yeah.
Angel.
Hi. Hi, Angel.
Yeah, hi. So, sir, like, COVID has impacted most industries, including the entertainment industry, with like shoots being stopped and theaters being closed. But
Yeah.
APs are opening with people having to sit on like every alternate seat and shooting resuming. So, how do you see the industry recovering from all of this?
See, as I said before also, that we are in a recovery phase and we will recover very soon. Even I'm waiting for the same so that my new movie, Sardar Udham Singh, can come in the cinema hall. It's a pretty big canvas movie. So we are in the process. We are in the process, like how we all in the process to start going to school, and people the day you all start to go to school, and my cinema hall will start to function. So we all waiting for this new year to come, and things will, I think so, start to happen in a right way. But for now, yeah, we are trying to find a way to open the cinema hall and stuff like how to get the audience in by keeping the social distancing in the mind. But that's the process. What in every aspect of life we are dealing with. So yeah,
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
thank you, Angel.
Warren, you may unmute yourself now.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What? We're in. Yeah,
Varun.
yeah, but.
Yeah, so sir, you have an upcoming movie, Sardar Udham Singh. So you are planning to release it on OTT or in cinema?
So I am primarily planning to release in the cinema hall. I made the cinema to for the cinema hall, and I'm waiting for the right this whole cinema halls to chain to open up. And because of the COVID situation, my post production work of the movie is still happening. So once I'm ready and the cinema halls are opening up, it will be very. You'll see it very soon on the cinema hall. That's the plan of action as of now. Now this whole COVID thing has been a situation which for we are all dealing with. Let's hope for the best and let's wait for the cinema halls to open up, and you will see it in the cinema hall
So
very soon.
this is the reason because it was initially set to release on 2nd October, if I'm not wrong, and you have now postponed it to 15 Jan.
Yeah. So basically, the not 15 Jan also now it will go much ahead because still my post production work which was happening all over the world has not been completed due to the COVID situation. So time it will again go ahead. I think so. So yeah. So now I see next year post June July only somewhere coming in the cinema hall.
And if you don't get a chance to release in cinema, you still plan to release on OTT?
No, my primarily because it's a big canvas movie and it requires that international reach because it's an international subject in its own way, and I still prefer and I wish that it comes in cinema hall, and I will wait for that till the time we can hold back.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Preet, you are on. I hope you have a different question. Preet Dalal, you are on.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Preet.
Hi, sir. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my yes, sir. So my question for you was, uh, so so uh, yes, sir. So uh, what are the qualities of like a person who wants to be in the film industries? So what are the qualities which they should have, like as a producer or a director? So what qualities should they have, and what challenges like should they be prepared to face?
So, Preet, I got your question very loud and clear. So my whole thing is that to come in this industry of filmmaking, you have to be a storyteller. The basic one line is you have to be a storyteller too. If you tell a story, cinema making is a process which helps you in showing the story in a much bigger way. But if you can tell a story and if you can narrate a story, you and you can understand a storytelling way, and you can join the industry from lots of different angles. So like it's not only a producer or director, but same time there are like there are 100 ways to writer to the script, because the writer is the key, like the spine bone of a filmmaking process. So and the writer writes it, the dialogue writer does it, enhance it. So we all are part to make the story much bigger and to present the thing. But key line. You might have the best costume, but you don't have a story. You might have the best music, but you don't have a story. So the whole thing boils down to the storytelling only. Because you go to the cinema hall or you watch a movie for the story. Balance, everything enhances it. So coming to the back to the answer is that you have to be a storyteller to join the industry. Very simple.
Thank you,
Thank
Preet. Shashwati.
I will take one question more and then we'll end, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Shashwati, you are on.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So, sir, during the pandemic, I would like to ask you, what is the driving force that you have in yourself to keep yourself making new movies and movies of social importance, such as Pink, Gulab, other such movies? What's the driving force, even in this pandemic, that's, encouraging you, motivating you to keep making such movies time and again?
So anyway, these movies I made much before the COVID thing happened, the pandemic happened. Before that, I made Pink and all these movies. Now the question goes now. Yeah, that's true. Now it's we have taken a pause in our life, and it's a good pause, I will say, for everyone to. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was going on the audio. Sorry. Where did you hear me? You lost the network. We lost the network, I think, so that time.
So you were mentioning how you made Pink before the lockdown?
Yeah. So So now it's a time like we have taken a pause, and it's a good pause to take and think what to do next. And I'm definitely now the movies which will come will be having a different impact. But I will tell you one thing, Saraswati, that as a human, as a emotions will never change. Emotions are emotions. Storytelling is again all about the emotions, how you connect with the story and how you take the story ahead. Like you might have seen Pink or whichever movie. I don't know which movies you have watched. But the point is that it's all about the human connection and about the story connecting to you, and you can see yourself there. So like how you are in the COVID situation, there will new stories coming out where you will see again, yes, I was also in a lockdown. I wanted to go or whatever. So you will see that very soon coming in every film, not me only, but everyone. But again, everyone will not talk about the depressive same point of like, okay, how the situation has been bad and something. There's lots of bright things coming, and I have honestly discovered lots of things in my family, myself, and my surrounding that I got time with my family. I've taken it in a positive way. Somehow you've been traveling for the shoots, for everything. And this is the first time where I got time to have some time with the family. And I see the COVID from this point of view. And the COVID got us connected somehow, to be very honest. And I started to interact more with my dad, my mom. Otherwise, it was like rushing out only for the morning to the work and coming late in the night. So it's very interesting.
Looking forward, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sasti.
Ma'am, do we have one last question?
Yes, definitely.
You can take a couple of questions. You can take a couple of Kavita ma'am, if they want to take more questions, I'm open to that. There's no issue about it.
Wonderful, sir. Manisha, please go ahead.
Tanishta, I don't see your hand now. Joyce, miss, please go ahead and mute Tanishta.
Yeah, Tanishta, yeah.
Hi, Tanish.
Good morning, Tanishta.
Tanishta, yeah. Hi, Tanishta. Yeah, hi, Tanishta.
Good morning. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
I would like to, good morning. I would like to ask you, how do you see the film industry to evolve with the threat of the new COVID-19 mutant? So do you think that the norms set by the government are meticulously being followed and are helpful?
See, this is a very question which the government authorities can answer you firstly, because even I'm also reading the news as you are reading it, and every day we are getting some new news and everything. But as I was answering my last question, see, we should not see COVID as a threat anymore. Rather, we should see in a different way that how it has bonded us with our family and our friends and everyone together in this situation. These new guidelines will be, these are all very good guidelines by the government, what they can do the best, the lockdown or the guidelines, and we should follow them. We should definitely follow all the guidelines given by the government. Uh, Threat is there, definitely. That's why we're all sitting home and we are trying to evade this threat. But I think so with right kids like you and everyone, how the scientists are working on it, and I think so vaccine will be soon out, and soon we'll be back in action.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Naman, you may ask since sir is allowing us to ask more questions.
Yeah, Naman, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. So my question for you is that actors have expressed their apprehensions to resume shoots. Did you face any such hurdles?
Good morning, Naman. See, I have not been doing any active production from the time of COVID, because it's not about only the actors, but even the unit people who comes for the shoot. I'm concerned for everyone. So we have been not shooting, to be very honest, doing any shooting for from last February onwards. And we will like to resume the shoot once things are more normalized, the new normal, which we call. But I don't think, see, actors also human eventually. Everyone is a human. So it's their fear factor, or anyone on a spot boy who's there on the shoot, or a costume designer, or anyone. So because the actors are known people, so everyone try to top point them, but it's not that. Everyone is concerned, and we are trying to do the less amount of shooting till the time is not very much necessary right now. So active shooting is not happening. It's only the pending shooting works are happening more, and new movie work are happening very rarely, and which are in the pockets where there's a air, like a bubble created, and then only the shooting is happening on those areas. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ahan, you are on.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ahan.
Yeah, so sir, I wanted to ask you that now, where in this industry where the film success was measured by the opening collections and the lifetime collections, now what is it to get the success by OTT? How do you measure the success when the movie is released on OTT?
So, as Ahan, I replied my before also, the same thing I would say in a different way now, is that cinema was always made for cinema hall. This is a situation. Like, why we're interacting like this? Otherwise, I would have came to your school and would have interacted more personally. So, the personal experience of cinema going is over right now, and this OTT is a substitute. It's an option, extended option to it, which is always there. Which is always there, over the top, which you call. Definitely, the success and the box office and all those, exactly. Like today, if you see football matches happening without audiences, like I feel the same way, like even IPL or even the cricket matches we saw in the ISL. So it's the same feeling. It's the same feeling what we also are having. But same time, there's a pleasure that at least you have watched the movie. You got the audience have got 2 hours to at least get engaged in this point of time, which every hour is very difficult. Sometimes who's living alone or in this whole lockdown period, it has been much. So that was a situation where we have to get. At least we have made the point to make people entertain for 2 hours through OTT. Now the numbers and everything will be back as the theaters open up and things will normalize. You will be back in the same number crunching game. I think you understand numbers pretty well. I think so. You understand box office. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Ritik, you are on.
Good morning, Ritik.
Good morning, sir. So, the first off, I like really want to thank you for making such amazing movies. Personally
Thank
speaking,
you.
the movie Pink has been my grandfather's all-time favorite till now.
Thank you. Thank you. Give my regards to your grandfather.
Sir, so my question, like I would like to ask. So basically, I've heard that you are known for making independent films, like Vicky
Yeah.
Dona, with a
Yeah.
grand box office success and earned rupees 134 million. So what gives the courage and inspiration to go on making movies sole-handedly, especially in today's time when there is a limit on the funds during the lockdown?
So, so the first and foremost is that the independence of telling a story is there when I do it independently. I don't get any interference when we make a movie right now. And see, everyone comes from a corporate or from a different who's coming with the money back, and they will have their own ideas to have some, sorry for the word, like to have a dance number or something, which we don't want. So the independence is taken over, and we don't want to give the. I don't want to personally give my independence to any one hand and tell us what to do. If as a story, see, as a creative person, you can never ever achieve something if you get interference in the process. So you have to always avoid situations to land up where you are getting dictated by the. Sorry, just a second. So you in that process you will lose your independence of telling a story, and storytelling or creative process is all about free mind. So I want my peace of mind, and that's how we make it independently.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Arav,
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Arav.
Is film studios and location sets are spaces filled with people and frenetic activity. Crew performers tend to work in close proximity and are in frequent close physical contact. There's makeup, hair, and costume departments and all the equipments. It's routinely handled and passed between crew members. So whenever
Yeah.
you plan to resume, how do you plan to adapt to all these abrupt changes recently?
So there has been this whole time has taught us to do lots. There are lots of SOPs. Firstly, how the standard operation procedure, which is already followed by. So the hygiene process and everything is there. Sanitization work, everything happened according to that rule on the set or location. And right now, the works which are happening also are the last pending work, which were the pending shoot works, which is the movie to complete the movie or to work. As a new project, very few projects are happening, to be very honest. But to even achieve that, there's a huge, I think so, 50 points of list of process what has to go through. So like every time on the set, every hour, there's a different kinds of work. So work keep going on in that way. And we maintain that that whole, like how today, everywhere, we are maintaining the SOPs of and practicing the same process. The same thing we are doing also. We are trying to achieve in this special time, I would say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shubham,
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Subham.
Sir, so I wanted to ask, like, Gulabo Sitabo, it was in production in the early stages of the COVID pandemic. So, there must have been various problems. So, what were the problems and how did you tackle it?
Gulabo Sitabo, I completed the shoot, and basically what happened, Subham, was that I was doing two films at a time, Sitabo and Sardar Udham Singh. And because Sardar Udham Singh required a special weather, and I shot in Russia, in Devli there, I needed snow and everything. So my film Gulabo was completed shoot in month of August itself, and in 2019, my shoot was over in 2019 itself, and my post-production work was going on, and I went for my next shoot to Sardar Udham Singh because I can't leave weather which I was requiring because we did lots of snow and everything. And when I came back, I was already ready with my Gulabo Sitabu movie. And I was ready to go for the release in the month of November, rather after once I came back. But unfortunately, this whole COVID situation happened and things were not happening. So then we didn't wanted to keep the audience waiting. Same time we wanted to give something to the audience for this time of COVID, and we took a call and went on the OTT.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Purnima, last question, sir. Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Purnima.
Sir, you have produced many movies of different genres like romance, thriller, comedy, melodrama, etc. What do you look for in a script?
I look for a script. I didn't get the question.
What makes you think that you have to produce this movie? What makes you think that this script is the right one?
Okay, Purnima. So first and foremost, the genre is not the thing which I keep looking for. Okay, I want to make this. I want to make comedy. I want to make action. It's something like which I either we independently keep reading something, understanding. Sometimes we get a subject in our mind, and we feel like I want to tell the story now. There are lots of story for last like 10 years. The story is with me, and I'm not able to tell the story till now. There has been at least 5 stories which I want to tell, but the time I am somehow not able to tell that story till now. So as a producer, as a director, there are stories in your mind which you want to say the story, and you get the right time sometimes to say the story. Like, for example, I told, like, Madras Cafe took more than 10 years to be made. Like, Siddharth Udham Singh is making for last 5 years. So it takes time. Every film takes its own time. So genre-wise, there's not the thing I said that I want to make this genre or something like let's make a horror film, let's make a comedy film. It's all about let's make a film. That's the basic point. And let's make a good film. And then genre defines it later.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Somehow I'm not able to start the video.
Mitanshi, raise your hand, please.
Yes, Kavita ma'am.
Yes, Mitanshi is just coming around. 1 second.
Okay.
Mitanshi, you are on.
Mitanshi, unmute yourself, beta.
Mitanshi, are you able to unmute yourself?
So Mitanshi is our Are you getting it, Mitanshi? Yeah, could you just make it? In the meantime, sir, let me tell you, it has been a pleasure listening to you. And the next time, we would actually want you in the physical form, physical presence. And we're looking forward to this.
It has been really a pleasure to talk to all the kids, and I honestly wanted to give more time to them. To be very honest, if they want to ask any question anytime, I really like to interact with them. Because see, I honestly get to learn lots from them right now. What they think, how they think is more important for me. Exactly. Because eventually they are the future, and definitely I want to interact with the kids more. And thanks for giving me the opportunity, to be very honest with them.
Definitely, sir. And please, we will definitely call upon you for the physical presence. So handing over to you, Mitanshi.
She can hear me. Yeah. Good afternoon.
So on behalf of all the students, teachers, parents, and the entire management and staff of CNM School, I would first and foremost like to thank Mr. Sheel Kumar for being here today and telling us so much about the
film industry and your journey and about struggles. I think all of the students are really happy because you answered so many questions today. So, and I would also like to thank our principal, Mrs. Kavita Sangvi ma'am, for being a wonderful host. And thank you everyone and have a great day. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you, Mitanshi. Thanks a lot. Thanks to all the kids for all the wonderful questions. And I'm really happy, thrilled.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
sir.
Kavita ma'am.
Thank you for your
Thank you, Kavita ma'am.
patience, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm more than happy to interact again whenever required. Thanks a lot. Pleasure. Thank you. And thanks for the delay. And thanks for the delay. Sorry for the delay, I mean to say. I really got delayed today. I'm technically a bit challenged when it comes to social media, internet and all sometimes. I try to keep myself away. Thanks, Kavita. Thanks, man. Bye.
Thank you, students. Wonderful participation. Thank you for being here.
I can log off now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Kavita ma'am.
Thank you.